got 15 minutes this morning. Welcome, thank you all for stopping by. I'm Tom Way, and I'm the head of Real Life Sciences Europe. For those of you unaware, Real Life Sciences are the biggest specialist life science recruitment company globally. And this morning I'm going to talk to you, not necessarily too much about sort of recruitment per se, but the importance of recruiting good staff, retaining good staff, understanding that it's not just important what we do and how we do it, but starting to dig a little bit deeper and understanding the why we do what we do, and the really important link that that has between employee engagement and employee retention. So just to start off, every single company that I've ever come across is very, very good at telling us what they do. For us at Real Staffing, what we do are our services. We do contract and permanent recruitment, we do retained search, we do contingency, we do executive search. That doesn't necessarily set us aside from our competition, and it's not necessarily hugely compelling, but we're very good at it. How we do it is our approach. We're sector and regional specialists. We utilise one of the world's largest recruitment networks to deliver local expertise. We recognise talent. We're very, very good at networking. We're at a huge number of events just like this. We value relationships, and we sort of deliver expertise. And to this point, we've been going for just over 12 years, and we've become what we would consider internally very successful at this. We have 450 employees across 17 different offices. We're a FTSE 250 company, and we're quite good at what we do, and we're very proud of that. I was the first person on the ground in London, mapping out the life science market for the UK and Ireland. I then spent 7 years in San Francisco, exploring the opportunities within the life science recruitment industry in America, which is absolutely enormous. And we had a vision when we started out at Real that the sun would never set on Real Life Sciences, and we've achieved that. We're very, very proud of that. We recruit 24 hours a day. The sun rises in Tokyo and the sun sets on Real Life Sciences in San Francisco. And that's very, very pleasing. I think we've completed the first part of our journey. We work with some incredibly inspiring companies. Companies that genuinely sort of do incredibly sort of positive things around changing, improving, and enhancing life. And I feel very lucky to be part of that. And I think that we're at a tipping point. I think that we can continue to do what we do today and be very successful at it by understanding what we do and how we do it. But I think we need to start to look a little bit deeper and assess why we do what we do. Why do we get out of bed in the morning? What is it that drags us to work? What is it about understanding our company's objectives that makes the job that we do compelling? I'm not a specialist at this, and nobody in my organisation was necessarily very specialist at this, but we've read a lot of material, we've developed a lot of understanding, and we have found that to engage our employees, to retain our employees, to ensure that we're keeping our top talent, telling them what we do and telling them how they do it is not good enough, right? They need to understand why. They need to understand that their career has purpose and that their career has meaning. So we've developed what we've called an employee value proposition, just another acronym, an EVP. And for us at Real Life Sciences, that is a career with purpose. We've used this to engage with our employees and our clients, all of you, and our candidates, the people that we're placing, to really reinforce the impact of the work that we do and the importance that it has on the life science industry. We're not just placing people into jobs. That's the how, that's the what we do. We want to connect with these people and understand the importance of why they do what they do. We also think it's really important to have a genuine career with no limits, and that's the second component of our employee brand proposition. And why do we have an EVP? Which, very, very good question. What is the importance of that? For us, we've been able to leverage our employee brand to differentiate ourselves as an organisation in what is an extremely competitive an extremely candidate-driven market, and we've been able to attract much better talent, we've been able to retain much better talent, and we've got people to think about their career in different ways. So, what is our employer brand? I sort of hear you all say, we are Real Life Sciences. I've told you who we are, I've told you a little bit about what we do, but why do we do it? And this is the why. In October last year, we developed our employee value proposition, and it's called #InspiredByYou. This is the single organising thought that runs through the blood of every single employee globally of Real Life Sciences in both our front and our back office. We're trying to embed this so that it goes further beyond just a campaign and that it becomes life and business as usual within our organisation. Very simply, Inspired by You is the mindset core of every single thing that we stand for. It demonstrates a real understanding of our clients' objectives and our candidates' motivations. We place people into new jobs, which is one of the most important aspects of their lives. And we are inspired by an industry that at some point touches everybody's life. So this is our differentiation. We are not just interested in the job specification that a client gives us and the immediate motivations of a candidate willing to leave their next job. We want to know exactly what our clients are doing. We want to understand the fascinating work that they're doing in drug development and the production of medical devices. We want to understand exactly how those products will help all of us in this room have family members that might be affected by these, how they will enhance the lives of relatives and close friends of ours. And we think if we can touch that emotive aspect of this job, we will be able to find and understand our candidates better and be able to deliver a far better service to our clients. But in all of that, and if we're able to achieve that, we will get much better employee engagement because people will understand why they get out of bed in the morning. And we've got an example, this was from last week. We placed a quality engineer at Boston Scientific here in Ireland. One of our biggest clients, they're here today. We meet them tomorrow. We spend a lot of time with them. And I touched base with this candidate and I said to the candidate, what inspired you to go and work at Boston Scientific? What was the reason that you took that job? What was the reason that you uprooted from your previous organisation and decided to sort of take a leap into the unknown? And he told me, he said, my company has a patient day at Boston Scientific where every month they find patients that are directly affected by the products that they make and they introduce them to us. This is what gets me out of bed in the morning. This is what makes my day. And for me, that is the importance of the why, right? This is what will engage that person and retain that person in that job. Money might be one thing, career might be another, benefits might be another, but in today's world, all of the research suggests that that will not retain and motivate your staff. They need to understand why they do and what the reason that their company exists is. So, as I talked about, this is what we called our employee value proposition. How did we create it? How did we come up with it? It's not unique to us. Every single company is doing this at the moment, particularly in the life science industry, connecting the work that we do on a day-to-day basis and linking it to the objectives of the company. In summary, for us, we feel the employee value proposition is what we offer to our employees. It defines what we do as an employer, and it defines what we expect from our people internally. It sort of resets the values and the expectations and the behaviours that we want from our staff. So in creating an employee value proposition, we sort of asked ourselves a series of key questions. What are our company's objectives? Why do we exist? Is it just because we want to place people in new jobs, or is there more to it than that? Let's understand what we do and how we do it, but more importantly, let's understand why. What are our USPs? What makes us different? What makes us unique internally and externally? And how can we use that to give people a career with purpose, a genuine career that is meaningful, that goes beyond just the day-to-day? And then what do we need from our employees in return? And this has been fascinating for me. I've been working for this organisation for sort of 12 years. I've always been very, very passionate about matching candidates with clients. But for me, this has been the most interesting thing that I've been involved with in my career to date. It's made us connect with our clients in a way that we never have done before. Our opening question when we meet a client is no longer, Mr. Client, do you have any jobs for me to recruit for? a call that they receive 300 times a day from agencies claiming to be specialists, claiming to be global, with the biggest database in the world. My first question to a client today is Mr. Client, could you share what your employee value proposition is? What are your core objectives? Why does your organisation exist? And that turns the conversation into a much, much stronger conversation. The relationship that we build and the rapport that we build by doing that means that our relationship goes way beyond the transaction. So, a few takeaway points from this morning is our company is an example of one that has gone very, very well, and like all companies, we've aimed to be profitable, we aim to offer sort of decent career opportunities, but at this point, understanding what and how we do has got us so far. The biggest thing we need to develop is the why. To take our business to the next level, to improve our customer relationships, to continue to deliver excellence, we need to dig deeper and understand why. And what's most important with that is this isn't a marketing campaign. It's not a campaign at all. We want this to be business as usual. So we need to make our employees at the heart of this. Our employees need to be the ambassadors of Inspired by You. They need to be the people living and breathing this to ensure that our clients and our candidates and internally, this is something that we genuinely believe in. That's what I wanted to cover today. That's my 15 minutes up. It's short and sweet. We are exhibiting at Stand 70 here today. Our team from Ireland are here in the building, along with a number of our other clients and candidates. Hope you've taken something from that. If you've got any questions, I think there might be a couple of minutes, so thank you very much.